What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KingSupreme. Back on the video, we got Sowell, where current black culture really comes from. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, homies. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to see more bangers from your boy, you feel me? Because the grind never stops. But hey, today, we got some more of that to my man Sowell, bro. Very excited to get to some more on my dog right here, bro. We've gotten to, you know, the one video, things about slavery they never taught us in school, bro. And I've said this is such a transformative video to me, bro. Like literally the things I learned, the things I was, you know, that I didn't know about, the things, it's just so much information, bro, that they withheld from us. They withheld from us, bro, the truth, bro. So me, I love finding, I'm very passionate about topics like this, you know, the truth about, you know, people, under meaning of the people, about, you know, being lied to, all this, bro. So I'm on a journey right now for the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got this one today. I got a lot of Sowell on deck for y'all, bro. And I saw y'all in the comments, y'all like, you know what I'm saying, more Sowell, more Sowell. I was like, you know what? I got y'all, bro. Y'all been really, you know, so supportive. Y'all been doing so much for me, bro. And I really appreciate that. I love y'all so much for that. And y'all been giving me the coolest suggestions, the most informative stuff to react to, and I really appreciate this part of my journey on my channel, bro. It's so cool, bro. And it's all because of y'all, bro. All the videos I upload on my channel, I get from y'all suggestions in the comments. So be sure to keep on flooding the comments with some more video ideas y'all want me to get to, whether it's Sowell or anybody else, bro. I'm literally down to racks or whatever. So it's all up to y'all. But y'all know the deal is road to 50K, so you know the grind doesn't stop. Be sure to turn on those post notifications because these videos will continuously be posted. And yeah, bro, y'all know, got some more Sowell, bro. This dude is so, like, what he writes, and like, I just need to get to more of it, bro. I need to get to more of it, bro. And I think we all need to know some more about the truth, bro. So we're gonna get to this one. A lot more on deck, like I said. So let me know what are y'all top of the videos from Sowell, or different things y'all want me to get to in the comments down below, and I got y'all with that. But this stuff needs to be talked about more. The stuff they withheld from us in school, the stuff they don't want to talk about, the stuff they don't want to teach us. This is the deep level stuff, the deep level truth that a lot of people don't know about, but what I'm getting hit to though. And y'all put me on. Y'all put me on. Y'all got me hit to this. So it's my, you know what I'm saying, I think it's my obligation to get to some more of these videos, you know what I'm saying, get the truth type shit. The truth. Love that, you know what I'm saying? I always say, you know what I'm saying, ignorance is not bliss. Truth is tranquility. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into this one. Sowell, where current black culture really comes from. Let's get to it.
These people are creating a terrible problem in our cities. They can't or won't hold a job. They flout the law constantly and neglect their children. They drink too much, and their moral standards would shame an alley cat. For some reason or other, they absolutely refuse to accommodate themselves to any kind of decent, civilized life. This was said in 1956 in Indianapolis, not about blacks or other minorities, but about poor whites from the South. Nor was Indianapolis unique in this respect. A 1951 survey in Detroit found that white Southerners living there were considered undesirable by 21% of those surveyed.
So current black, white Southern? Whoa, we gotta run this all the way back, bro. We gotta run this all the way back, bro. I'm sorry, but we gotta run this all the way back.
Problem in our cities. They can't or won't hold a job. They flout the law constantly and neglect their children.
See,
they drink.
99% of people who watched that, who didn't know nothing about this, if you heard that and they said those people, you would have thought, oh, black African Americans, right? No, white Southerners. This is where it's. These videos are so informative, y'all. Y'all gotta tune in. Y'all gotta tune in.
And their moral standards would shame an alley cat.
Let's lock in, y'all.
For some reason or other, they absolutely refuse to accommodate themselves to any kind of decent, civilized life. This was said in 1956 in Indianapolis, not about blacks or other minorities, but about poor whites from the South. Nor was Indianapolis unique in this respect. A 1951 survey in Detroit found that white Southerners living there were considered undesirable by 21% of those surveyed, compared to 13% who ranked blacks the same way. In the late 1940s, a Chicago employer said frankly, "I told the guard at the plant gate to tell the hillbillies that there were no openings."
Wow.
When poor whites from the South moved into northern cities to work in war plants during the Second World War, occasionally, a white Southerner would find that a flat or a furnished room had just been rented when the landlord heard his Southern accent. More is involved here than a mere parallel between blacks and Southern whites.
Wow.
What is involved is a common subculture that goes back for centuries. which has encompassed everything from ways of talking to attitudes toward education, violence, and sex.
So pretty much, I've never heard of this. So pretty much, you know, how it's always been like just the you know what I'm saying, the stigma of like, you know, once like I said, a house owner or whatever tries to sell a house and they see a black person come up, they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying, already rented, already this. Same thing how it was with Southerners, or it was how it was with Southerners. As soon as they heard that Southern accent, they gave that same little, you know what I'm saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, stuff is it's already rented, nah, to get out of here. Crazy, right? But you never hear about, you always hear about, you know, African Americans and how they were like this and this, but not the white Southerners, you know what I'm saying, or how they were portrayed in that sense. You know what I'm saying? That, cause me personally, and I'm not, and you know me, bro. Y'all seen me from the first video. I literally, when he first said that at the very beginning of this video, I was like, oh, is he talking about African Americans? And then he's like, oh, white Southerners. That's what I was like, oh, because they don't talk about that. Come on now.
Been rented when the landlord heard his Southern accent. More is involved here than a mere parallel between blacks and Southern whites. What is involved is a common subculture that goes back for centuries, which has encompassed everything from ways of talking to attitudes toward education, violence, and sex, and which originated not in the South, but in those parts of the British Isles from which white Southerners came. That culture long ago died out where it originated in Britain, while surviving in the American South.
Wow.
Then it largely died out.
It originated in the but then, you know what I'm saying, it stopped, but then it continued in the Southern America. That makes so much sense, but it originated there. And they just adapted the culture. Oh, wow. This is such, like, this makes so much sense, but they don't tell us about this. But now, like, my mind is just like, whoa, it makes so much sense, though. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff we need to talk about, the deep level stuff. This, the truth. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of conversations I want to have with people. I don't want to have those surface level conversations. I want to have those deep level conversations about the truth, about, oh, you know what I'm saying, how things actually were, the truth of stuff, oh, how we might have been lied to, this, that, and the third, or how we were lied to. Like, come on, bro. Let's lock into this video, bro. We're only a minute and a half in, bro. Oh my gosh, this is
died out where it originated in Britain, while surviving in the American South. Then it largely died out among both white and black Southerners, while still surviving today in the poorest and worst of the urban black ghettos.
Sad.
It is not uncommon for a culture to survive longer where it is transplanted and to retain characteristics lost in its place of origin.
Wow.
The French spoken in Quebec and the Spanish spoken in Mexico contain words and phrases that have long since become archaic in France and Spain. Regional German dialects persisted among Germans living in the United States after those dialects had begun to die out in Germany itself. A scholar specializing in the history of the South has likewise noted among white Southerners archaic word forms, while another scholar has pointed out the continued use in that region of terms that were familiar at the time of the first Queen Elizabeth. The card game whist is today played almost exclusively by blacks, especially low-income blacks, though in the 18th century it was played by the British upper classes and has since then evolved into bridge.
It originated from
the history of the evolution of this game is indicative of a much broader pattern of cultural evolution in much more weighty things. Southern whites not only spoke the English language in very different ways from whites in other regions. Their churches, their roads, their homes, their music, their education, their food, and their sex lives were all sharply different from those of other whites. The history of this redneck or cracker culture is more than a curiosity. It has contemporary significance because of its influence on the economic and social evolution of vast numbers of people, millions of blacks and whites, and its continuing influence on the lives and deaths of a residual population in America's black ghettos, which has still not completely escaped from that culture.
Sad.
From early in American history, foreign visitors and domestic travelers alike were struck by cultural contrasts between the white population of the South and that of the rest of the country in general, and of New England in particular. In the early 19th century, Alexis de Tocqueville contrasted white Southerners with white Northerners in his classic Democracy in America, and Frederick Law Olmsted did the same later in his books about his travels through the antebellum South, notably Cotton Kingdom. The cultural values and social patterns prevalent among Southern whites included an aversion to work, proneness to violence, neglect of education, sexual promiscuity, improvidence, drunkenness, lack of entrepreneurship, reckless searches for excitement, lively music and dance, and a style of religious oratory marked by strident rhetoric, unbridled emotions, and flamboyant imagery. This oratorical style carried over into the political oratory of the region in both the Jim Crow era and the Civil Rights era, and has continued on into our own times among black politicians, preachers, and activists. Touchy pride, vanity, and boastful self-dramatization were also part of this redneck culture among people from regions of Britain where the civilization was the least developed. They boast and lack self-restraint, Olmsted said, after observing their descendants in the American antebellum South. While Professor Grady McWhiney's cracker culture...
This shit is such a, he's saying it makes so much sense to me, but it's like, dang, I was told the non-factual, the non-truth for so long, bro. Now I was hearing all this, it's like, but as soon as he said it makes so much sense, though. You know what I'm saying? It all makes so much sense, you know what I'm saying? And from the other video, we watched with, what they didn't teach you in school that y'all were letting me know in the comments, bro. Like, it's just confirmed everything I was already thinking in the video, bro. And these videos are just so much information is thrown at me, but I'm grasping it all. I'm gathering it all, and it's just so like, you know what I'm saying? Like a transformative experience, seeing the truth for what it is, bro. And a lot of people still don't know about it. I know most of y'all do who watch, but a lot of people still don't know about it, bro. So it's like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Truth is tranquility. That's what I keep saying, bro. Truth is tranquility.
Olmsted said,
ignorance is not
after
belief.
Observing their descendants in the American antebellum South. While Professor Grady McWhiney...
That's why they came up with the term ignorance is bliss. Where do you think that term came up with? Where do you think that term, and this is me, I don't know for sure, but what do you think the term ignorance is bliss, where do you think that came up from? You know what I'm saying? Obviously someone who didn't want you to know the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? It should be ignorance is not bliss, truth is tranquility. Come on now.
Culture is perhaps the most thorough historical study of the values and behavioral patterns of white Southerners. Many other scholarly studies have turned up very similar patterns, even when they differed in some ways as to the causes. Professor David Hackett Fisher's Albion Seed, for example, challenges the Celtic connection thesis put forth by Professor McWhiney, but shows many of the same cultural patterns among the same people, both in Britain and in the American South. Popular writings of the 19th and 20th centuries have likewise described similar behavior, including the Indianapolis residents' comments on white Southern migrants to that city, which sounds so much like what many have said about ghetto blacks. None of this is meant to claim that these patterns have remained rigidly unchanged over the centuries, or that there are literally no differences between whites and blacks in any aspects of this subculture. However, what is remarkable is how pervasive and how close the similarities have been.
That's what I'm saying. That's so remarkable. How similar, how similar they are. Realizing the Southern whites, and then the African American culture, and then where it all stemmed from, the British, right? It's crazy. It's so insane, like seeing it all, and it's like, wow, this makes so much sense, though, right? It makes so much sense. So thank y'all for the suggestions, y'all. Thank y'all for this is the stuff that needs to be heard, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, come on now, this is the stuff that needs to be heard. So I appreciate y'all for the support. Appreciate y'all for the love. Thank y'all so much for all these suggestions. Like I said, all of my video uploads I get from y'all, bro. All of my video uploads I get from y'all. And y'all comments, y'all suggestions. So please keep flooding the comments down below what videos you want to see next. Y'all know how passionate I am about this kind of stuff, so I'm down to react to literally whatever. Yeah, just let me know what I should get to next in the comments. So y'all know the deal is road to 50K, so the grind doesn't stop. Be sure to turn on those post notifications because these videos will continuously be posted. And much love to y'all. Much love to every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for sticking here with me, for continuing to be with me for this grind, for this journey, and I'm gonna keep on you know, getting y'all these videos, these bangers. I'm gonna keep on being consistent for y'all. I got y'all forever, bro. I'm never gonna stop uploading videos. I got y'all. 80 years old, I got y'all. 100 years old, I got y'all. I'm gonna upload videos for y'all. You feel me? So thank y'all for the love, thank y'all for the support. And yeah, more videos coming very, very soon. A lot of Thomas Sowell on deck for y'all. You feel me? But yeah, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you need to see more videos. It's your boy KingSupreme. I'll catch y'all next time, homies.